biggest reasons that tame friendly cats end up at shelters. People have just given up for them too soon. One of the biggest reasons that tame friendly cats end up at shelters. People have just given up looking for them too soon. Another thing people don't realize is that when a cat's lost, they're not going to respond to your call. A lost cat is reluctant to make a sound or move because it gives up their location to predators. It's an instinct. While you're out looking for your cat, you want to make sure to avoid tunnel vision. You can miss a lot of really important clues if you're just focused on looking for your cat and the shape of your cat. Be on the lookout for paw prints, clumps of fur, mounds of leaves or sand. You want to look for fibers of fur that are caught under fence lines. And I want to talk to you about lost cats and why so few are found. So how big is the problem? Out of 165 million pets, 1 in 3 get lost. Out of those, 2.7 million are cats. This comes down to about 50,000 lost cats per week. And of those, 12,000 are never found. So why are so few found? The main 3 reasons are that people do not know how to properly search for them. They approach it like they might a missing dog, and that is not the way that it works with cats. Their behavior changes dramatically when they're displaced. And the 3rd reason is that people just give up too soon. And I want to talk to you about lost cats and why so few are found. So how big is the problem?
What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. Of course, you don't want to skip the old-fashioned way of getting exposure for your lost cat, which is putting out posters. When you do create a poster, you're going to want to make sure that it is big and bold and easy to read. So it's recommended that you make a lost cat poster that follows the 5x55 rule. So this is a poster that includes roughly 5 words that you can read in 5 seconds while moving by at 55 miles per hour. So with that in mind, it's recommended that you create a big poster using a piece of neon colored poster board. I purchased this one for about 50 cents at a grocery store. You're going to attach to that big poster board a couple pieces of 8.5 by 11 paper. So one of those pieces of paper is going to include in large, clear text some information about your cat and your phone number, and then the other pieces of paper is going to be a clear color photo of your cat. Above those pieces of paper, you're going to want to say something like lost cat, something nice and eye-catching and simple. And then below that, you can put a number of things. One option is to put a sort of call to action, like please help, which is what I used in this example. You can also consider putting reward, but think carefully before you do that. You're going to want to put these big posters at all intersections in your local area or near the area where your cat was last seen. You're also going to want to print out some basic flyers, old-fashioned, traditional lost cat flyers. And you can distribute these to your neighbors. You can also pass them out to shelters and places that do cat adoption events. One interesting study done in 2017 looked at lost cats and their recovery, and it found that the percentage of cats who were found after 2 weeks was about 33%, and that number continued to go up to about 56% after 2 months. They didn't really see that great of an increase in the percentage of cats that were found after 2 months, but it definitely showed that that number continues to go up to that 2-month point. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. I spent hours researching lost cats, including lost cat behavior and lost cat recovery practices. What it takes to recover lost cats. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What it takes to recover lost cats. Feline behavior, specifically the behavior of cats who have gone missing, and how that should inform your search. The first thing that you should do as soon as you realize that your cat is missing is to start small. Start inside of the home. If you haven't seen your cat go out, you're going to scour your house. So you're going to want to look under the sofa, behind any curtains, look in any cracks and cubbies and nooks. Basically any place that you can shove your fist into, your cat can get into. Feline behavior, specifically the behavior of cats who have gone missing, and how that should inform your search. The first thing that you should do as soon as you realize that your cat is missing is to start small. Start inside of the home. If you haven't seen your cat go out, you're going to scour your house. So you're going to want to look under the sofa, behind any curtains, look in any cracks and cubbies and nooks. Basically any place that you can shove your fist into, your cat can get in it. You have looked through the entire house and you aren't seeing your cat, well, it's going to be time to expand your search range a little bit and start looking into the yard. You're going to want to look everywhere possible, behind bushes, underneath boards, in trees. Look everywhere. If it's nighttime, you're going to want to shine a flashlight around and try to see the reflections of your cat's eyes, and overall just do a really thorough search of the yard. So if you live in a neighborhood, you're going to want to go from door to door and knock on your neighbors' doors and ask them if they've seen your cat. Very often cats will wander into the neighbor's yard or wander into their garage and get stuck there. Some cats who are really curious and sociable will kind of have two homes. You might not know it, so they might be living with a neighbor part of the time, so that could be the case. But you're going to want to talk to your neighbors. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing. What to do if your cat has gone missing.
This is what you have to do if you've lost your cat, because they're very different dogs when they get out there. Some cats are more bold and friendly, and that's fortunate if they are that way because they will go up to people. But if you've got a nervous cat, that will hide for a week and won't come out even if it hears you calling. Often cats don't go too far. So if you've got an indoor cat and there's a difference between a bold cat that is used to going in and out and it maybe doesn't come back, often cats don't go too far. This is what you have to do if you've lost your cat. Often cats don't go too far. So this is what you have to do if you've lost your cat. Often cats don't go too far. Often cats don't go too far. So if you've got an indoor cat and there's a difference between a bold cat that is used to going in and out and it maybe doesn't come back, that cat, but the indoor cat, some of them are nervous. So you must make allowances for that because people think if they're going to call their cat, it'll come out to them. It doesn't work that way. You find the cat has to get settled where it is. You can be calling it and it'll hear you, but it won't move because it's still too afraid. And it's on territory that it's not used to, and it has to take time to get used to that territory. Usually, often, they can be very close. They could have gone under a house, they could have gone, sort of in a yard, behind somewhere, but they won't come out. So you've got to be very patient. And what I advise people to do is put your flyers out, and then if you can do this, if you can use your own scent, which is your urine, collect it in a bottle. I know it sounds pretty gross, but do it. And then sprinkle it around. You can put a few drops, walk quite a way because their sense of smell is very strong. Put it further up, put it up, and scatter that urine around the area. That also gives it a track to know how to get back to you with your scent there. So do that. But be patient because sometimes cats take a long time. Put flyers around your neighborhood, even on your neighbor's doorstep. They may have seen it, it may be hiding in their yard. But that's what you can do with cats. Cats are very different when they're lost to when dogs are. So remember